Jessie from Belle by Jessie, and today I'm going to show you how to cut fabric jar toppers, or at least the way I do it. Sometimes people ask me what's the secret. There is no secret. I just cut them. So that may be a little bit disappointing to learn, but it also means that you can cut them just exactly the way I do at home. Now, if you don't want to make your own pattern, I do have a free download. You can go to my website, download this. It has my 2 sizes on it. You can find the pattern at bellebyjessie.com. That's Belle by Jessie. There's an extra E on the Belle, not on the Jessie. bellebyjessie.com. You can download these 2 circles and get right to cutting. Or if you want to make your own pattern like I've done, I'll show you how I do it at my house. I start with bowls. So I make 2 sizes, a mini mouth for the little jars. It's about 5 inches across. And then for wide mouth and regular mouth, I use the same size as a circle that's about 6 inches across. So I have one of my kids' little plastic bowls here. This is about 5 inches across. And then I have a cereal bowl that's about 6 inches across. I simply trace them and then use that circle to cut out the fabric pieces. My favorite tip for small pattern pieces like this is to use a paper towel. So that's what I'm going to do today. Paper towels are pretty sturdy. They don't tear that easy. They last for quite a while if you're not getting them wet. And they have a little bit of texture so they don't slide around as easy as a piece of paper does. The slick paper slides around a little bit easier. So that's why I love to use paper towels. I have old school full-size paper towel here that fits the 6-inch bowl better. So I'm just going to put this on the paper towel and trace around it with a pencil. So I've got my circle, and I think I can fit both sizes on here. Yep. All right. So I've got my 5-inch and my 6-inch circle, if you can see those on there. So I'm going to cut them out with my paper scissors first. All right, so I have my 2 patterns for my 2 different circles. And one of my favorite things to do is anytime I'm cutting a project and I have just a little bit of scrap left, I go ahead and cut jar toppers out of it and kind of set them aside. So then when it comes to gift giving season and I'm ready to kind of decorate those jars up for giving, I have a stack already there. So that's a nice way to use up some of your scraps and have jar toppers for free. But if you're going to buy fabric for it, you need about 3/8 of a yard. So that's what I've got here. This is just a simple cotton gingham, about 45 inches wide. So I've got 3/8 of a yard. And I like to fold it in half so that I'm actually cutting 4 at a time. So I've got my selvage here. I'm lining my selvage up. So I've got it doubled over. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. I also like to cut on the corner of the table so that I can cut around the circle without having to move it. That even lessens the chance of it getting wiggled around and not as close to as perfect of a circle as I can get. So I don't pin it with my paper towel. I just lay it on the fabric. It's going to stay pretty good right there. I do hold it with my fingers, but I'm going to start and just cut all the way around. I can get 3 across here, so 3 times 4, that's my 12, so I'll get a whole dozen out of this 3/8 of a yard. So let's get cutting. So there I just cut a whole dozen out of my regular size, my 6-inch jar topper circle. If you're doing all in the Minnie Mouth, you're still gonna need about the same amount of fabric, but you'll have a little bit more left over. But with that dozen, I have a little bit left over here in the center. I got about this much. I could cut 2 more of that size, but I'm gonna cut 2 of the Minnie Mouth, and then I wanna put them on some jars and let you see how this size works and if it would work for the jars that you have to give. So I'm just getting 2 of my Minnie Mouth. That's okay. I'm gonna do it the same way. Just lay that paper towel on top of the fabric, hold it with my finger, and cut around it. All right, let's put these on some jars and see how they look. So with the Minnie Mouth, I'm pretty sure it's always just a just a 1-piece lid, not a 2-piece lid. So I like to do these with a rubber band. Let's see, we'll do the blue one. I don't iron my jar toppers. If you want to, go right ahead. I avoid ironing as much as possible. So there we go. I just put the rubber band around it, then kind of, try to ruffle it out a little bit so it looks cute. If you want to add a ribbon, that looks adorable, but it's cute just like that too. Super easy. So I have had some people tell me they like to use this size on the regular mouth jar as well. So I've got a little short one here. Isn't that an interesting size? This little vintage jar I found. But if you have a little short jar, but that does have the regular mouth, it does still work. It doesn't hang out as much. But this thin fabric works just fine with the 2-piece lid. I can screw it right in there. I didn't get it quite even, but look, it still looks cute. So this is the little 5-inch Minnie Mouse size, but on a regular mouth jar. So let's see. So there's those 2, both the smaller size. All right, and then here is a regular mouth, pretty standard like jelly jar size. That's what I call these. And I'm going to put the 6-inch regular mouth size on here. So that's what I like. I like it to stick out, have a little bit more ruffle, but there's the comparison both on a regular mouth jar, but you can see one of them's a little bit bigger than the other. So here's this one. Also works same way on a wide mouth. So I have a little short wide mouth jar here with the 2-piece lid. So there's the little short wide mouth jar with the regular jar topper. I do not cut a bigger size for the wide mouth personally. So there it is. And then let's do one with a rubber band on a regular mouth. So again, this is a regular mouth jar. And it's got a little crease in it from the fabric being folded, but I'm not going to iron that. Let me find a rubber band. Here, we'll put a yellow one on. That's so cute. So there's the regular mouth, regular size 6-inch fabric circle. So these 2 are the smaller fabric circle. These 3 are all the bigger fabric circle. Now, if you wanted to do the rubber band styling on a wide mouth, it's going to be pretty tight. You might want to cut that a little bigger. Let's try and even see if it'll work. Let's see with this. And I just realized, y'all, my clock is ticking, so I hope you can't hear that in the video. You're not on a time crunch. You're not. You can take as much time as you need to do these. So let's see if I get it straight. You can do that, but it's going to be pretty tight. Let me try one more time. Let's see if I can get it straight. If I can even get the rubber band on here. Oh, I missed. All right, there we go. I got it on straight that time. So this is basically no little extra ruffle at all. So if you like that look, you can get it wrapped over a wide mouth too. I like this styling better. So here it is on 3 different wide mouth jars, 2-piece lid. Here you could do it like a 1-piece lid. And then here are 3 different of the regular mouth jars. All of these circles right here are the same size. And then the Minnie Mouth can fit on either one this way too. So I hope that helps. You certainly can cut these yourself while you have some scraps when you're working on another project, or if you want to buy some special fabric for giving or for party favors or whatever suits you. But for those times when you're just too busy to DIY, be sure to check out my shop where I have lots of ready-to-ship jar toppers in all kinds of patterns for all occasions. You can find me here, there, and everywhere online at Belle by Jessie. There's an extra E on the Belle, not on the Jessie, and let's do some projects together again soon.